US President Donald Trump, remember, has claimed credit for stopping 8 wars time and again. But with the recent clashes between Thailand and Cambodia, the question is, how accurate are his claims of stopping 8 wars? Because almost half of the conflicts still continue to fester. We break it down for you.
Cambodia, Thailand, and it started up today. Tomorrow I'll have to make a phone call, and I think they'll get it. Who else could say, I'm going to make a phone call and stop a war of two very powerful countries, Thailand and Cambodia? They're going at it again.
Deadly fighting has erupted between Thailand and Cambodia, raising the question, how accurate is Donald Trump's claim of mediating the 8 wars? Remember, the US president has claimed to have stopped at least 8 wars since he took office in January. But several of the conflicts he claims to have resolved continue to fester. So let's analyze Trump's claims. War number 1, Thailand and Cambodia. The two neighbors broke into fighting just weeks after they signed a ceasefire deal in Malaysia, one that was presided over by the US president himself in July. But the Trump-brokered peace agreement is already on the brink of collapse. This as soldiers from the two Southeast Asian neighbors clashed again on Monday. At least 12 people have been killed and thousands displaced from both sides as clashes continued for the second day. War number 3. Trump says he ended a war between Egypt and Ethiopia. But is it really a war? Yes, the two nations have had tense relations, especially over an Ethiopian hydroelectric dam, one that opened on a tributary of the River Nile. But that diplomatic dispute isn't a war. War number 4. Serbia and Kosovo. Relations between Serbia and Kosovo have been tense since the early 2000s. The European Union and NATO have always been key mediators in this region. Kosovo and Serbia signed a deal in 2020 under Trump's previous presidency. But there's been no full-blown war between the two since Trump's return to power. So the question of Trump mediating peace in this war is a bit vague. War number 5, the war in Gaza. Despite the US brokered ceasefire and hostage exchange deal between Israel and Hamas in October, Israel has continued localized attacks in Gaza as well as in the Israel-occupied West Bank. War number 6, Israel and Iran. This too was a truly hot war, with both countries launching missiles against each other for 12 days in June. The two countries traded strikes that killed around 1,000 Iranians and nearly 30 Israelis. Moreover, the US joined this war too, bombing 3 Iranian nuclear facilities. War number 7, India and Pakistan. Trump has repeatedly claimed credit for brokering a May 10 ceasefire between India and Pakistan. This after India had launched airstrikes on Pakistan as part of Operation Sindoor in retaliation for an April 22nd terror attack in Pahalgam. The Indian government has repeatedly denied Trump's claims, maintaining that it was a bilateral understanding between New Delhi and Islamabad and that there was no involvement of the US. War number 8, Armenia and Azerbaijan. It's a conflict that goes back decades, but in August, Trump oversaw a peace agreement between the two. So far, it remains in place, but critics argue that the agreement extracts concessions from Armenia that legitimize Azerbaijani aggression. And a final peace agreement is yet to happen. Interestingly, just last week, Trump renamed the United States Institute of Peace as the Donald J. Trump Institute of Peace. He also accepted the inaugural FIFA Peace Prize, a move many have viewed as a consolation for losing out on the Nobel Peace Prize, much coveted by Donald Trump. So Trump may believe he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize, but does he truly, is the question.